Hi, in this video, I will be responding to a question that I got under one of my TruBind videos where someone wanted to know if the 12-inch coils were long enough to bind standard A4 or paper that might be slightly larger than an A4 paper, and if there would be enough spiral or enough of the coil left to be able to cut it and crimp it. All right, so in this video I'll be able to demonstrate that. Actually, the person wanted to bind a piano book. I'm actually not going to destroy that. However, I'm going to be demonstrating that this piano book happens to be the same size as construction paper that you can find like at the Dollar Tree or a craft store, right? And just for reference, in comparison to standard A4 paper, a standard A4 paper would be 11.69 in inches or 297 in millimeters in length, and that is actually the exact length of this paper. However, in width, a standard A4 paper would be 8.27 in inches, so that's even less than an 8.5, or 210 millimeters in width. However, this paper, it is a little shy of 9 inches or 225 millimeters. So just for reference, so it's just a little slightly larger in width than a standard A4 paper. All right, because this is a little bit larger than the standard A4 paper, I am actually going to remove my stop and eyeball and center my paper where the holes are giving me just enough, left over, the same amount left over on both ends. All right, and the reason why I want to do that is so that when I put my coil through, there is not too much paper on the end that is going to be obstructing me, from finishing off my coiling process. Now, as you can see, it is not impossible to just cut it and crimp it right here, and then you will have, even more of your coil left over there. But if you wanted a more even look, so to speak, you can eyeball, center where you want your holes to be punched, push up your stop block and tighten. Okay, so I'm going to get this started by hand first. Now, because it has a little bit more paper there than you would using a standard A4 or a standard letter, the coil looks just a little bit stretched, but it will be fine. It's part of coiling. Sometimes it moves smoother than other times if I'm holding it properly, but I'm going to leave it because this is real life. And just finish it off by hand. I usually don't have that much problem. Sometimes I do, but not as much as it was giving there. So I'm thinking it's because the coil was just a little bit bent out of shape there. But as you can see, it's finished, right? And we have just a little bit more than one spiral at the top and at the bottom. All right, holding it like this with the eye up. You can cut it like this, but if you cut it with the blank part of the crimper facing you, then the coil is just going to cut off blunt, and you won't have a little piece left, you know, being held by the crimper so that you can twist it, right? So if you just wanted to get a clean cut, you can hold it in this direction. But if you wanted to crimp it after, you hold it with the eye looking at you. Cut it, and you see there's a little piece there for you to hold and crimp. All right. Anyway, hopefully that video was helpful. Thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you in another one. Bye.